Ever since the credits rolled on The Lion King, we all thought the story was over. Simba had defeated Scar, taken his rightful place as king, and restored balance to the Pride Lands. But what if I told you the shadow of the past was longer and darker than we ever imagined? What if Scar's evil didn't die with him on Pride Rock? Today, we're diving deep into The Last Shadow, the official sequel that brings Simba face to face with his villainous uncle one last time, in a way you'd never expect. This isn't just a simple story of good versus evil anymore. The Last Shadow explores the deep psychological scars left on Simba. He's a king, a husband, and a father, but he is still haunted by the ghost of Mufasa's death and the memory of Scar's treachery. The story opens with a Pride Lands that is healing, but under the surface, a new and insidious threat is growing. A mysterious, charismatic lion arrives, claiming to be a friend, but his words are laced with the same poison Scar once used to manipulate the hyenas. This new villain isn't just a random rogue, he's a zealot, the leader of a cult like Pride that worships Scar. They don't see Scar as a tyrant. They see him as a martyr, a visionary who was misunderstood. They believe Simba's reign is illegitimate, and that the true path to strength lies in Scar's philosophy of power through fear and cunning. Their goal, to resurrect Scar's ideology and tear down everything Simba has built. Suddenly, Simba isn't just fighting a physical enemy. He's fighting an idea, a twisted legacy that refuses to die. This conflict forces Simba to confront the darkest parts of himself. He sees his own reflection in this new pride's anger and resentment. He starts to question his own leadership. Is he truly a good king, or is he just a different kind of tyrant? The pressure mounts as some of his own Pride members, frustrated with the slow pace of healing in the Pride Lands, start to become swayed by the new lion's promises of a shortcut to power and prosperity. The circle of life is a beautiful philosophy, but it requires patience and trust, things that are in short supply when old wounds are reopened. The heart of the story is how Simba must fight Scar not on the battlefield, but in the hearts and minds of his pride. He can't just use brute force. He has to prove that his father's way, the way of respect and balance, is stronger than Scar's legacy of division and hate. This is a battle for the soul of the Pride Lands. He has to confront the lies he was told as a cub, the guilt he still carries, and the fear that he might, in some small way, be just like his uncle. What makes The Last Shadow so compelling is that it's not a simple rehash. It's a mature exploration of trauma, legacy, and the difficult path of healing. The new villain is a brilliant creation, a smooth-talking manipulator who preys on the vulnerable. He represents how dangerous ideas can spread and fester long after their creator is gone. He's a mirror showing what Scar could have been if he were more patient, more subtle. The climax isn't just a physical brawl. It's an ideological showdown. Simba has to do more than just roar. He has to lead, he has to inspire. He has to remind his pride, and himself, what they are truly fighting for. He has to look into the face of Scar's ultimate legacy and find the strength to finally, truly, let go of the past. It's a battle to prove that Mufasa's light is stronger than Scar's shadow. We see familiar faces in new lights. Nala is no longer just the supportive queen. She is a fierce political advisor and the unshakable rock that keeps Simba grounded when his own doubts threaten to consume him. Zazu, Timon, and Pumbaa provide much-needed levity, but even they understand the gravity of the situation. Their humor becomes a form of resilience, a way of fighting back against the encroaching darkness. And then there's Kayan and Kiara, Simba's children, who are now old enough to see the cracks in their father's perfect, kingly facade. Their perspective forces Simba to be not just a king, but a father trying to protect his family from the same darkness that once shattered his own. This story redefines what it means to be brave. For Simba, bravery is no longer about pouncing on his enemies. It's about admitting his vulnerability. It's about seeking counsel from others. It's about trusting his family and his pride even when they question him. He learns that true strength isn't about never feeling fear. It's about facing that fear and choosing the path of light anyway. He's not just defeating Scar's ghost. He's defeating the Scar within himself. The Last Shadow finally closes the book on the Simba and Scar saga, but it does so in a way that feels earned and profound. It shows that the greatest victories aren't always won with claws and teeth, but with wisdom, compassion, and the courage to heal. It is a powerful final chapter that solidifies The Lion King's place as a timeless story about family, loss, and the enduring power of hope. So, what do you guys think? Does this sound like a worthy sequel to the original masterpiece? Abba, you read The Last Shadow? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a fascinating look at what happens after the happily ever after. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next video. See ya.